Hello. Yeah, so I know it's been a long time, but I promise there's a good reason for it. The reason I kinda maybe sorta deleted the file that was supposed to be the video last month by accident, so that's my bad. But it's cool, because I've got actually a new video idea for you guys. In today's video, I'm gonna play 100 games of FNP and see how long it'll take me to perfect my favorite song, Silly Billy. Well, without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first song I did when joining this game was Trinity in the Rewrite V2 mod. Looking back at it, there's a lot of mistakes I made, like pressing notes too early, pressing notes too late, and not actually doing the hold notes correctly. And in most parts, like the final part with Rewrite, I usually just spammed when the hard parts came up. I didn't really actually look at the notes. So that was something I had to fix later, which well, you'll see later. The next song I did was 77 Rings, which is actually a song I never actually heard before because I haven't played much Sonic.exe mods, especially ones concerning Lord X. Anyway, back to the song, I actually did pretty well on this, I'd like to say. Besides the part where the screen was shaking and I could barely keep my lunch in my stomach, I actually don't really dislike this song. I just think I could have done a bit better with note timing and, of course, the hold notes. Looking back, I realized something that I neglected to change in these earlier games. I was playing on the game's set speed for the songs. You'll see why that's a problem in the next song. The next song I did was Unknown Suffering 20K4. And if you could see how fast those notes are going, you could see why I say that keeping the game speed set at the songs is a very, very, very big problem. I was having extreme difficulty holding these notes that sometimes I even reverted to spamming simply because I couldn't see when they were coming. And with the fact that the screen was bouncing around, it didn't really help much. So yeah, safe to say I didn't really do good on this song, and the other person completely washed me. So, good on that guy. The next song I did was called Predator Leaf from a Lethal Company mod, which I can't recall at the moment. Someone told me in the comments. She managed to do pretty well on this song. I mean, very minimal misses. The only miss was when that stupid hold note didn't actually hold in the beginning. And other than that, I think I did pretty good. I almost full comboed the song. I just really do need to stop playing on the game set speed for most of these songs. Then I think I'll be fine. The next song I played was Boingo Do, which is where I finally decided to use my set speed of 2.2 on the actual songs, which, as you could probably see, it became a huge improvement. Now, unfortunately, my speed is too slow sometimes for the hold notes to actually load, so most hold notes not actually going through aren't my fault, thankfully. I mean, most of them still are, but no, it's the thought that counts. Alright, now that we got through 5 games so far, let's go through what I need to work on and what I'm good at. Starting off with the strengths, I feel like I have pretty good reaction time and basics of the game. But unfortunately, that's where the strengths stop. I'm very bad when the screen is filled up with notes. I can't do double notes very well, and I absolutely suck at hold notes. That's what's holding me back that much. So throughout this 100 games, I'm probably going to have to fix that, or perfecting Silly Billy is going to be nearly impossible. The next song I did was No Hope from the Mario Madness V2 mod. And as you will come to find out later, I absolutely hate this song. There's just something about the charting that just makes it completely unfun to play. And the song doesn't even make up for the charting. In my opinion, I don't even think it sounds that good. But as you probably guess, I got my ass kicked in this song, and I missed a bunch of notes, so yeah, I'm probably never gonna play this again if I have the chance to. The next song I played was Monsters from Undertale mod that I really don't know the name of. Nevertheless, this song quickly became one of my favorites in the entire game, and I used it as a bunch of practice for hold and double notes. There's just something about the animations of our characters and Black Imposters and Kara's vocals and the events in the song that just make it so appealing. It's too bad I suck at it. Yeah, well, I kinda lied to you guys in the beginning. The game you're seeing right now isn't FNP, but actually another rhythm game on Roblox called Project Afternight. I would have made this an FNP only, but playing the same game for 100 games gets kind of tiring. Anyway, this is 66 Cute from $17, and it's really, really good. You guys will probably be seeing it often in this video, but I really, really, really do like this song. And I did pretty good on it too, considering the charting isn't absolute garbage like No Hope. Sorry, No Hope fans. The next song I played was Strangled, and it was meh? I mean, it sounds alright. The charting is fine, and the visuals are actually pretty good. I just don't think there's anything notable to really say about this song. Although I did get a few misses on it, and because of the hold notes. But other than that, I think everything went fine with this one. I mean, I probably wouldn't choose it as a first song to play, but that's just me. Next song I played after that was Hyperlink Reloaded. And while the song sounds fine, the charting isn't really the best. Maybe it's because I'm awful, or maybe because the charting actually sucks, but the charting feels like it sucks. And, well, you're seeing it on screen right now, so why don't you be the judge of that? Nevertheless, this song showed me that, though slowly, I am improving, sort of. I mean, at this rate, Billy might actually be possible. There's not really much to say about games 11 and 12, because they were just a double take of monsters against a bot Calibre and a random guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on pretty quickly from these games. In 13, there's not really much to say too, as this is just a retake of Boingo Do, in which I did a lot better than when I actually first played the song, so that's nice to actually see some improvement. Going on over to Project Afternight, the next song I decided to do was OGG from the $17 mod. I really do enjoy this song. It's actually one of my favorites. From the atmosphere, to the charting, to the random events, to the animations, to the actual music, it sounds good. It really is good. And I don't do too bad on it too, so I think that's the best part about it. Game 15 was also really nothing special, as I just did Boingo Do again with a new companion, so I think that was really cool. I also think I did arguably better this time, but I'm not sure, so I'd have to look through the footage again. I was in a Deltarune mood the day I recorded this video, so I decided to do Thrash from Seek's Cool Deltarune V4. I actually really do like this song, and the charting is pretty good. I had a few dumb misses, but other than that, I think I could perfect this song if I try hard enough. The next song I played was In My Way, which was alright, I guess. I mean, the charting is nothing to write home to, and the music really isn't that good, but, it's a Deltarune mod, and I love Deltarune, so I'm all good for it. I did pretty good on the song, too, so I really can't complain. Another few dumb misses, but it's whatever. The next song I played was Hyperlink. Not to be confused with Hyperlink Reloaded, because Hyperlink is 1,000 times better. Granted, this charting still sucks, even on the right side, but it's not as bad as Reloaded, so I'll take it. As you could probably tell, I didn't really do too well on this song, and I don't really care to do well on this song. So we're moving on to the next one. Moving on to a whole other game, we have Dissension from the Hypno's Lullaby mod on Friday Night Bloxin. Friday Night Bloxin has pretty similar controls to both Project Afternight and Friday Night Partying, but except for the fact that you don't actually have to hold the notes for them to actually count. Unfortunately for me, this game never loads, so you will probably never see me play it. Other than that, I think the song is actually pretty cool. I like the events, the animations, and the charting is actually not half bad. Unlike Hyperlink. Sorry, Hyperlink fans. Oh, and if you couldn't tell, I actually did pretty well in this song, so I'm definitely getting better at the game, and Silly Billy FC is starting to get really close. Next song I did was Relictus from a Faith-inspired FNF mod. This song is alright. The charting is alright. The music is alright. I mean, there's nothing really to write home to about this song. I did pretty well on it despite the charting not being the best, so I'd say it wasn't too useless of an experience, though I would definitely not play this again. The next song I did was Ram from the Hex mod. It's the Hex mod, so there's not really much to say. Ram is a great song with pretty chill charting, and I actually have seen this too. Is what I would say if I didn't look away from my screen at the final seconds of the song, making me miss 5 notes, but I digress. Next song I did was Frostbite from the Hypno's Lullaby mod again. Fun fact, this is actually my favorite song in the entire mod, and they did it justice in Friday Night Bloxin too. The music in this song is nice, the charting is nice, and the increased scroll speed is something that makes me wish I could die, but I could deal with it. So, we'll be moving on to the next song. Next song I did was Soda Disco Funk from the Hotline 024 mod. This song is alright. I like the visual of me and Calibre walking through the street. It's pretty nice. The charting isn't half bad too. The only thing I don't like is that Friday Night Bloxin's scroll speed is really fast sometimes, even when it's not supposed to be. Like in the speed I have it on the video, I have it to 1.2 and it's still going actually pretty fast. Faster than what I have it on Friday Night Party and Project Afternight. So, as I said, you probably won't be seeing this game much. Other than that, the song was pretty cool, and I had a pretty good time. Not to mention I did well too. I really am starting to improve, ain't I? Moving on to one of my personal favorites, we have Prey from a Sonic.exe mod that I cannot name, and we're playing it on Friday Night Bloxin again. Yippee. Despite it being on my least favorite RO-FNF game, Prey is still as good as it is on the actual mod. The song is great, the charting is good, and the scroll speed actually makes sense for the song. I don't like it, but it makes sense for the song. And with it being one of my favorites, I didn't do too bad on it. I missed a few times on some pretty easy notes that I would have hit if I wasn't high. But other than that, I did pretty well. The next game isn't anything to write home about, as I just did a retake of Monsters to practice hold notes and double notes. Don't worry, we'll be getting to the main course soon. And then it happened. To be honest, I can't even tell you what happened. I don't know if I was high off crack cocaine, or if silly fangirl Osu just took my body after he saw how trash I was for this round of Frostbite, but I absolutely slapped. No mistakes. Not even one. I fully FC'd this song after playing it only 3 times. If that doesn't show progress, I really don't know what doesn't. I knew there was a reason I liked this song. For game 25, we played Armageddon from Hotline 024. Armageddon is actually a pretty good song that I didn't discover until today because I never actually played Hotline 024. I actually like how it sounds. The charting is not half bad and the animations and art are pretty cool. This quickly became one of my favorite songs. And that's where we leave it off for part 1. I'm going to be dividing this into 4 parts because I haven't released a video in over a month and my channel is starting to get dry. So thank you to whoever watched, and I hope to be seeing you soon. Remember, I love you all, and you have a good night.